Hey everyone, I'm Coach Anthony Lane, powered by Connected Lane. And if you're ready to reconnect with your authentic self and build a life that truly lights you up, you're really in the right place. Let's dive right on in. I remember when I was in the Navy, I trained recruits, the new Navy sailors that were coming in. And I got my 86 recruits, and it was quite exciting. This was at Recruit Training Command Great Lakes. And they were all men. And I was like, I was good with that. But not one of them had a high school diploma, not even a GED, a certificate that said they graduated from high school. They just came from all walks of life, all different religions, all different cultures, and some of them they came from wealthy families. But some of them lived on the street, literally. Some lived in their cars. Some lived on couches to couch. But they all had one thing in common. They wanted more. They wanted more than what life is really handing them at that particular time in their life. And they wanted more than what other people were giving them, which was nothing. They were ready to fight for their next version of themselves. And at that time, I had to take a long, deep breath and really think to myself, before I can lead these people, these young men, I have to be honest with myself. Because the truth, I hadn't been leading myself. On the outside, I looked great, but on the inside, I was so lost. I was wearing the uniform, I was giving orders, I was taking orders, and I was playing the role that I needed to play. But my spirit, it was really whispering, you're not done yet. There's more for you to live. There's more for you to do than this. And I've heard that from so many different individuals. But that whisper, it started becoming a roar in my life. It wasn't about me making rank. It wasn't about awards. It wasn't about reputation. It was about remembering who I really am. And before the world told me who to become, before my light was dimmed. We had this conversation before. That was the start of my Next You program. The journey for you to reset, rebuild, rise, and really redefine on who you really are. Because no matter how far you have come, if you have lost touch with who you really are, it's time. It's time. Time for what? Time for you to really come home to yourself. So, I want to let you know, if this message hits you right now, if you're one of those achievers that really feel empty on the inside, I invite you as a man, I invite you as a woman, I invite you as a human being, wherever or however you acknowledge yourself. If you never felt whole, I've been there so many different times. You're not crazy. You're not broken. You're just called to be the next you, a better you. The foundation is already laid. Like I said before, just clean it off. And if this resonates with you, I want you to give you some tools. But in order to get those tools, just send me a message and just let me know you need those tools. The next you is here. The next you is here because you're listening to this video, and I want to thank you so much for listening to it. And if this hits the button to where you really want to make that change for yourself, go ahead and like and subscribe, or just leave me an emoji in the comments. What version of you are you ready to meet? Because there's so many versions of you. The next you, I'm here to help you. I'm Coach Anthony Lane, helping you connect with your true authentic self. This is powered by Connected Lane. And I will see you in the next video. You are meant for more, so why not do it? Thank you. Bye-bye.